Howdy. So, today we are going to be doing some talking about building a platform. And that's a bit vague and a bit ambiguous. So, I'd like to kind of bring it back to the focus thing I was talking about yesterday. In order to maintain focus, I think the best way to give yourself a leg up in that race is to work on your platform. Work on being in shape, diet and exercise. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you exactly how to do that, other than routine. Just chop out a chunk of time for it every day. Do it. Watch what you eat, kind of. You know what's bad for you. I mean, if you can have it or if you can't, that's up to you, where you're at with your goals. But the better shape you in, especially cardiovascular shape, the better shape you're in, the more clearly you'll think, the easier it'll be to focus, and the easier it'll be to do pretty much everything you need to do. Added benefit of working out is that when you're doing something, you're forced to be present for it, right? I mean, you can put on a podcast or something while you run, but you're still forced to do the run. That's a thing that you have to do because it's a physical activity and it'll help with focus in that regard. And it'll also help with focus just in helping your brain work better. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say. Working out, super important. Chunk out some time for it. I think you're going to like the results. And, yeah, without further ado, let's get underway with the Magic games. Okie dokie. So we got a Lurrus deck going today. We swapped around some cards in our 30-minute game deck because we like playing 30-minute games apparently. I don't know. Hopefully this one will be a little faster. But we swapped in some anti-cognitions. We put in some Call of the Death Dwellers, both of which I think are going to be pretty awesome. Actually, I wanted to put a Vantress in here as well and knock out one of those islands. So, yeah. I think we're gonna get underway here today and have some cool games for y'all. Gonna go ahead and get right into it. We're being consistent this morning. We've got our routine down. We went for a little walk before we got started to help get the mind organized. Got the coffee, the water. At some point I may have to take a pee break because I've been hard on the coffee. 8 o'clock is normally my time. TPE 3 me. Type 3 meh? Maybe. This seems keepable. Yeah, it seems keepable. Got some dual crab action here. Being that he's blue-white, he shouldn't have any interaction for that for another turn, right? there's some interaction. We're giving him the crabs. Okay, so it's anytime you could cast a sorcery. That's important information to have. The Lockthwain. Then we can flip mana for Drown in the Loch. Is it important to get the Lockthwain down, or should we just get the Fabled Passage down here? I think we just get the Fabled Passage down, sack it if he has removal for it. I don't think we worry too much about countering it. He's mega unhappy about it. And then we can play a Thought Thief next turn if he does nothing. Again. Much happier to have the Thought Thieves in play than I am. What's he doing for 4 here? Return it to my hand. For 2? Okay. I think I'd like to get another blue going. Okie dokie. We'll let that resolve now, because I'm okay. Getting the crab back. It's 1 mana. Stormwing Entity. That's what he was hoping to do there. We should counter it because we don't want him to scry. And he's tapped out. So we in a good spot here. Play out the crab again. And then we play out the Lockthwain here. Can activate the Lurrus, but I don't think there's any real reason to. It's the entity in play. Okay. Well, we'll have to pay for Thirst on that next turn. Pays 5 to do it. Man, that's aggressive. That's bold. Okay, well, we have our choice of removal here. I think we just Heartless Act and play out another Thought Thief, though. Right? Yep. And we can play down a Pathway. Man, that's our whole hand, though. No, I want a Heartless Act, and I want to get the land in play, too. So... this one, do we run? Yeah, we run both Domination and Awakening. So, I guess we'll go with the Path, because we've got more black in hand right now. And then we'll go ahead and Heartless Act. Get rid of that while we still can, and then... I think I just want to play out the other Thought Thief, get in for an extra 3, and mill 2 more. And I'm happy with that. Although I'd really like to be drawn here. Rise 2. We can remove that. 2 top. Okay. Really wants to deal with a Thought Thief, but can't. Interesting. Aw, oh, come on. Why'd you tap both my islands? Alright, well, note to self. Don't get got by that next time. Really just trying to race us here? Interesting. We don't have any counter spells. I don't know that he should be trying to race us, though. Yeah. That's gonna go down as a land there, obviously. And are we gonna want to remove that? Nah. Get him for another 3. Force him to start holding back. Crabs in exile. Yes. And play out the Thought Thief as well. Yep. We want that value. We can bring back the Lurrus next turn. Still getting it. Yep, you have to block. Both, actually. Ooh, that second Blood Chief Thirst really just screws him, doesn't it? Let's see. It's going to be 3 and then 2? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to Blood Chief's Thirst the Sprite Dragon. Counter target spell. Targets a permanent you control, draw a card. What a weird-ass line. Okay, so now we're actually just going to go ahead and kick here. He's gonna have to sack the Sprite Dragon. That should be enough, right? Because we keep both Thought Thieves in play. He's at 3, he needs like a removal and a blocker. That has to be basically his hand or he's out. He's out. GG! We're gonna go ahead and get on to the next one here. I like the way this plays a little more. The Lurrus is just such an added amount of pressure. Charcoal Glons. That's a weird hand. Think it's a keep? If this is mono red though, we screw ourselves pretty hard. Bunch of tap lands. Maybe it's not mono red? Question mark? Oh no, it can't be mono red. Oh, it's probably cycling. Oh, island. What a weird line. Slow roll. Just the slow roll. Drawing cards. This is going to be a counter spell deck, isn't it? Oh, it's Crawling Barrens. Banishing Light on a Ruined Crab. Interesting choice. Yeah, we obviously want the other Ruined Crab out here. And can play out an Enforcer, but why would I? I think I just hold the Awakening and play out the Fabled Passage here. For another blue. Seems like a Doom Foretold deck. Really? Shatters the sky to kill a Ruined Crab. And we've still got it, technically. If I play out the Wind Robber, then I've still got enough for Anti-Cognition here. Yeah, that's fine. I think maybe we actually awaken. I don't think there's any reason to get too greedy with the Awakening here. Well, it's gonna need to be a land anyway. Yeah. And we can start doing our infinite draw thing with the Lurrus next turn or the turn after. Okay. Another swamp. So there's swamp number 3. And we're gonna want want to get the Lurrus down and call that a turn. And next turn we'll be able to play out the Lurrus and counterspell any shenanigans he's got. Stacking the Wind Robber and getting value after that. Goes to 10. Interesting. Wonder what he's got here. I don't need to actually play out the Lurrus here, do I? I can just keep pressuring him. Yeah, I can just keep pressuring him. He's the one who's got to do something about it, all this. I'm the one who's got 3 counter spells in hand. We've got him on a 2-turn clock, so... Counterspell. There's a counterspell. We're both playing a counterspell heavy deck. Okay. That's fine. I have plenty of removal for that. Midnight Clock. Why can't I anti-cognit? Oh, it's a creature planeswalker spell. So anti-cognition is really only good against creatures. I did not know that. That is an important thing to know. Okay. We're up 2, but I really gotta pee, so I'll be right back. But yeah, the anti-cognitions being a creature only kind of changes the way we gotta play here, doesn't it? If we can't protect our Lurrus with them, they're not quite what we thought they were. I mean, they're good. They're still counter-target creature spell, basically. Scry 2 for 2, which is insane, but they're not as crazy as we thought they were. Crown on the Lock, Heartless Act. Going first with a Wind Robber. Well, that's actually actively worse. It's the same hand. Except now I have 1 less land. Okay. Domination and island, probably. Man. This is really gonna be rough. Playing first, I think we can play out the Ruins Crab. Oh, maybe a Blood Sheep's Thirst. Never mind. Never mind. Does he have the exact one spell? Yes, he does. That sucks. And mulligan down to 5. He's still got like a full mitt, +1 from the card draw. Does he have the counter spell? He probably has the counter spell. Nice. Resolves. So does his. What color do I want this to be? Does it matter? Yeah, it needs to be black. Let's just make that payment now. Get in for the mill. Okay, there's like a bajillion% chance that that gets counterspelled if I try and play it. Sure. And cling to dust my own graveyard. Should do that at the end of his turn, though. He tries to play out a creature, counterspell it. Start managing my own graveyard here. Do I want to cling and draw an extra card, or do I want a Thought Thief? I think I want a Thought Thief, actually, because that'll force any sort of removal he has out. Okay, I guess he's not going to. Play out the Lurrus here. And if it gets counterspelled, we have the Death Dweller next turn. Yeah, that's expected, but we have the call next turn, so we're in a pretty good spot. Now he's starting to get a little more heavy-handed with this shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't float enough mana for anti-cognition on his Lurrus. He still can't do it. Sweet. Can you play out the Enforcer? I want to float the mana for the anti-cog, though. Can't really. Because if I do, I'm not doing anything except countering his Lurrus. None of these cards give me card draw, do they? With the exception of the Cling to Dust. And I can play out the Enforcer, but I can do that on his turn. I can call it, but I really need to get him. So... now he can get us with Cling. I need to get his Cling. That is the most important thing I can do here. Where is it? Ooh. That was expensive. I think Awakening's coming down for anything. My game plan's pretty obvious from here. Taking 100% Lurrus. No counter spells. Interesting. We got him pretty good there. Takes it. Okay. Okay, we have enough for Death Dweller and to play out the Lurrus, right? We're gonna want to pull a Thieves Guild Enforcer, so we actually want and we have mana floated for anti-cognition if he decides to play his own Lurrus. So we're actually in a super good spot. We've been able to play a game with Cling to Dust. Although if he had played Lurrus out like last turn, we would have been in a bit of a pickle. We're still in kind of a pickle, but... we have to go for it. Cool, he doesn't have anything in response. Yeah, I want the Awakening, don't I? Yeah, I'm probably going to need that at some point. Lock Thwain isn't bad either, actually. Alright, he's out. We got him. We got him. You know, I didn't even check to see what my quest was today. Kill 15 creatures? Whoops. Probably should have rerolled that. 20 blue or red. Okay. That was almost a bit of an oversight. Morrigan. Oh yeah, that's really, really, really hot. That is a hot hand. Holy crap. That is nuts. Absolute nuts here. Mono black, probably. Sacrifice of some sort. Strider. He's a ways off of that, isn't he? Untap black would be nice here. But we'll take the tap. Closer. Can't really do anything for white here. Thought Thief trades positively with basically everything he's got. So that's cool. So does Enforcer, I suppose. Yeah, we good with that. Second black first would have been nice, but you can't have everything. That hateful Eidolon out of here. No. Not letting it happen. Shouldn't have any instant speed interaction with that. I'll have to do it next turn. Okay, sweet. Might actually call for a crab. So we can get him with Fabled Passage a bit here. Why? He's got 61 cards left in his deck? What the hell is this guy doing? Looking to draw a bunch of cards is what he's looking to do. Well, do we call or not? Nah, I think we want to call later. Something bigger. So, we're going to go ahead and play out the Fabled Passage. And call that good. As long as we're trading them 1 for 1, we're happy. What's he got here? Kind of a blowout there, huh? Got in the grave. Just a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Nothing really worth it. So, yeah. We'll end the story at the end of his turn, right? So we end the story here so we can float mana if we draw it. That might actually be better. No, that's not quite enough. I've gotten into the story. I'm not going to commit to blowing it until the end of his turn. If he somehow takes out the Thought Thief, we can get him with the Death Dweller, or just the Lurrus. Lurrus might be good enough. That's a problem. Stop! No! God damn it! Need a Heartless Act here. That's a situation where full control would have been critical. Damn it. So he just plays Lurrus in his deck? Question mark? Seems like it. Leaves the swamp. I'm good with it leaving the swamp. Yeah, we're probably not gonna want to end the story here, right? Maybe we do end the story here. We're short on lands, actually. Wow, we're getting kind of massacred here. We're going to go ahead and remove that next turn. Probably with just the Heartless Act, right? Or we can take it. If we draw literally one island's good enough. Or Fatal Passage is good enough because it turns into an island. Is one. And yes, good enough. It's got the clang. That's a problem. Just gonna start doing that over and over every turn. Meh. I'm okay with that thing. Gonna start sacking his own graveyard. How do I full control? What is full control? Because I want to be able to frickin' Heartless Act right now. Like, that's a good Heartless Act target. Especially because he's tapped out. Oh, it gets counters, doesn't it? Okay, alright. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess we'll have to thirst it next turn. We can play out an Enforcer here. Got another Lurrus out of him. Okay. Thirst. Damn it. I have no removal for that, aside from Drown in the Lock. And that's just not worth it, man. Activate the Lurrus, I can play the Lurrus and do nothing else. Oh, with the Enforcer down, I'm going to want to get down the Wind Robber. Hundo milliono, billiono%. Right? I can kick it and get rid of the Woe Strider. I'm not sure that that's worth it. That's probably worth it. And I want to play this out for black here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, alright, that was the line. We found the line. And we've got a counter spell if he tries to lure us again. Okay! Holy crap. What a freaking game. No. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We got another Drown in the Lock. We got a Wind Robber. I think we activate the Lurrus here. Alright. Activate the Lurrus for sure. And then just play out the Wind Robber and continue to mill him. No, because playing out the Wind Robber stops us from being able to do much anything. Because we got by the Auto Tapper again. We need to really be more careful with that. The activation can really get us. Like, if it had tapped the other swamp instead of the island there, we could have Wind Robbered and floated the mana for Drown in the Lock. Why would it tap like that? There's no reason for it to float 2 black, right? I don't have a 1-cost black spell. I have the option of counterspelling that. I don't think I do here. I think I'm fine, actually, just dealing with it. He's gonna have to trade it for an Enforcer, right? Yeah, he's just gonna have to trade it for an Enforcer at some point. I'd rather have the Drown in the Lock to protect the Lurrus. Yeah. Got 43 left in deck? Jesus. But yeah. So I want to Lurrus this turn. Let's see what happens with the attack here. So we play down the Vantress. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop me from swinging with both these. Got a million ways to bring stuff back. What's he got? Just a stop there, probably? He blocks with the goat token. He sacks with the goat token. Heartless Act on the goat token might make sense here. That's such a strange line, though. I'm okay with just chilling the fuck out. Letting him get his scry 2 here. It's fine. Also fine. And we play out a Lurrus here. Yeah, that's how it's gonna have to be. We can play out a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Actually that kind of gets us. So yeah, maybe just a Ruined Crab and a Wind Robber. Maybe just a Wind Robber, sack it, and replay it. Sack it for draw. Another Drown in the Lock, cool. Okay, we've seen all of his Lurrus now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're all in the graveyard. Good with that. As long as he's not getting back the Lurrus, we're happy. Do we care? We've got a Death Dweller. We can counterspell something more impactful than that. Yeah, I think that's fine, because he's not getting that back. And that opens us up to be able to call and do some more shenanigans. Just thinking about clinging. Play the Cling, but then we're going to counter it with a Drown. I guess that was pretty much the same as countering the Lurrus, except now we have to play out the Death Dweller. And he's out of juice here. Now we can Drown in the Lock and Heartless Act. I think I just want to get out the Enforcer though. Continue to mill, probably. Get the double mill here. Nice, nice, nice. Put him at 3. continue to mill shit. He's got the other Cling to Dust. We got the Drown in the Lock and 2 Heartless Acts. We will need to Drown in the Lock to protect the Lurrus if he has removal here. That's a lot of stuff out of the graveyard. Pretty cool. He seems built to counter a deck like this. With the exception of the fact that I don't think he's expecting to get aggroed down by it. He really needs value off the Lurrus, and he just didn't get it. Because they all went into his graveyard. Also, that was a really hot opening hand from us. Damn Strup. Brand Strup. And the tap lands are getting me. But yeah, I think that's an aggro enough start. Plays out a red and has Lurrus. Apparently has removal. What is this deck? Oh, cycling. Got it. Okay. I need to be finding... I need to be finding my counter spells. Jesus. Might just get done in like that. Holy cow. We have like double Thieves Guild Enforcer next turn. I guess get in for 1. I'll be able to double Thought Thief. Man. Holy crap. It might actually be right to hit him with the anti-cog here. Oh, he can just pay the extra 2. Well, he's not cycling at least. Oh, what a hard matchup. Oh my god. I really need him to swing in with all 3 of those. Or he can just cycle 2 more times and kill me. Oh, I've done everything I can to try and stop it. That was a pretty crazy game of Magic right there. I wonder if you beat that as anything. That was incredibly aggressive. Holy cow, that guy's running hot. Ibasurio. Dorian Duck. We can go slow. End of the story. This is actually a good hand against a Yorian deck, I think. Looking for Crab. Cling to Dust. Against a Yorian deck. I don't know if that's a key card in the matchup. It might be, actually, yeah. I'm okay having that one. Now he's tapped out. Oh, we are going at 4. So maybe that was incorrect. Because now he can shatter this guy. Oh, Glass Casket's fine. I'm actually totally okay with this. Double Glass Casket. Interesting. And it's still 1 for 1. What I'm looking for is more acceleration than anything. Yeah, he's not doing anything super scary here. What does he do if I drown in the lock? Nothing? Or, what does he want to do that I drown in the lock here? Like, he hasn't got mana for anything crazy yet, does he? Rocking 5 in his graveyard, so I don't actually want to cling here, do I? No, because that turns off, or puts me back on end of the story. Be able to counter if I Lurrus here. Got exile? Oh yeah, those are exiled. Play out the Lurrus. I want to have. So it's a tap. Taps everything but an island. So I want to play this out as a swamp. And I want to play the Lurrus down because I have the Drown in the Lock to protect it. Yeah. All I can really do is replay the Thought Thief next turn. But I do want to start a fight over it. So what could he be considering here? Shark Typhoon? Yeah. Okay, I'm fine him cycling a 4/4. Nice. He's tapped out. Let's draw. Sweet. Go ahead and make a black here. Oh, we've got the Drown the Lock floating. Go ahead and get him for 2 more. Excellent. I'm A-okay to take 4 here, as long as I can counter another removal. Which Yorion would be another removal. Target creature? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. These are all really good cards. get rid of an Ugin. Destroy all creatures. I think I'm okay with that, actually. As long as he doesn't have a way to exile it. We can get it back next turn. Sure. Okay. Alright, I guess he's out. Doesn't want to fight the full Met. Or got bored or something. I don't know. I don't know why a blue mage would concede in a game like that. Like, dude, you're playing blue. You're committed to long games. You're already committed. Also, side note, 5 W's. Hell yeah! We're doing great today. Off to a good run this morning. Wind Robber, Thought Thief into the story. Yeah, this is probably fine. Got the Awaken for next turn. Start with the turn 1 Wind Robber. Not a card we generally care about. Fighting another Yorion deck. Cool. We will want to play out the Awakening here. Or not, because we're drawing hot. Do we play a Thought Thief here? Yeah, I think we do. Just to get started on the mill a little heavier. Being that we're going first, we do expect some removal here. But I think we're just okay with it. Interesting. Not what I would have chose to do. I don't think we need to pay 3 for the Awakening here. Is it 4? Goes to 5, 6, 7, 8. So the Thought Thief turns everything on. So yeah, we're going to want to do that, and then the Awakening can come out as a tap land. Just tap, rogue, everything goes on, boom. Not playing around Shadow the Sky just yet, because we need mana to, or we need to be able to end the story. There we go. It's just aggressive as hell. Okay. Oh, you can't kick our ass with anything here, so we can island pretty safely, then into the story, because we shouldn't have any counter spells, and we're just in a great spot. Opponent's on 6. We're doing great. We got 2 more into the stories. He's going to have to really have trouble with our board here. Plays an Extinction Event. We draw another card. Get another island for our Ruined Crab. Sweet. And a pathway. So we can go ahead and play out our Ruined Crab here. Play out an island. And we can either turbo... Well, we can't turbo anything here. This is actually a pretty dead hand. Yeah, just play out the Wind Robber, probably. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. He cut out our early game aggression plan here. Maybe it's just play out the Lurrus? Or pay to pull the Lurrus here? Just to keep getting him? Yeah, let's keep up with the aggression here. I'm okay with that. Don't you dare get me. Get me like that. Got the Scry for 1. Doom Foretold. Interesting. Do we do anything about that? No, I don't think we do. Sack. Okay, resolve. Oh shit. I should have ended the story there. Shouldn't I? No, I didn't have the mana. Right, okay. Fine, getting rid of the crab here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play out the Lurrus, so we can start replaying stuff every turn about this pathway as a black. Play out a Thieves Guild Enforcer and a Wind Robber. Alright. Can we continue to play around Shadow the Sky here? I don't think so. Because there's nothing really that does. Enforcer, Wind Robber. Nah, Thought Thief gets him for more. So yeah, I think it's actually Thought Thief here. As weird as this line is. Might just kill him with damage here. Have to sack his egg, right? Yep. Now he's gonna need to, like, Doom Foretold. Okay. Or not Doom Foretold, yeah, should just be game, right? Yeah. Cool. He did not have a Shatter the Sky. Shatter the Sky was the card we were looking for. Lurrus counters the Doom Foretold's really hard. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. And hey, we're on 6 wins. What the hell happened here? Control decks look to answer early threats and survive until the late game, when they take over with powerful spells and card advantage. Well, I'm an aggro deck that looks to take over the early game and then not lose to control decks because I've got counter spells and replay from graveyard stuff. I want to mill them out every game. Oh, this is better, I suppose. I lose here? That's actually a really good question. Maybe the No, I don't want to lose the land this early. Especially with the end of the story there. The Awakening, Thieves Guild, Thought Thief. I don't want to lose any of these cards, man. I think it might have to be the Drown in the Lock. Maybe it's the Vantros. Didn't want to make that play at all. We have everything we need to win here. We just want a 1-for-1. Phoenix of Ash. Interesting. That might be a problem. Should still 1-for-1, right? Because now he's got to use the Rimrock Charger. It's like 1-for-1.5. Bone Crusher. Interesting. 1-for-1.5. Shit. That 2-for-1 just there. That's kind of bad. Definitely don't activate Lurrus here, do we? We get charged, probably, if we do. But that's awkward, because most of his chargers probably play out on the next turn. I think we're okay with that. Now if he just plays out the Bone Crusher, we can, like, Lurrus and something. Oh, no, we can't. We should probably Heartless Act that. Yeah, we should probably Heartless Act that. Sucks, but that's the line. There's a counter spell that we don't need. Now we're happy with 1-for-1. It's in for 3. Not happy about it. Really need another land here. It's in for 5. Really need another land here. You are not another land. You are the opposite of another land. That is a desperation, Lurrus. Because we're getting mana screwed super hard. Phoenix of Ash and go over top. Damn it! We should have just taken the damage. Just Phoenix of Ash and get us, right? Yeah. All he needs is 1 extra damage. I'll have to block the with Lurrus here. Doesn't even matter. We got stuck on mana hard there. Well, I guess good for him. That's a tough matchup for us anyway, and not drawing the 4th land put us in a position where we couldn't get back in it. And sometimes that happens. Alright, what do we got here? Solid hand. Easy keep, I think. Easy keep. Dorian Duck. So yeah, we'll just throw down the Ruined Crab because we don't care about it in this matchup. I mean, we care about it, but we'd rather see the removal go on the Crab than like our Enforcer or anything. We'll need the Drowning Rocks for bigger stuff. Oof, it's tempting. It's very tempting to play out that Fabled Passage and just start getting them. But I think we've got to be a little bit more conservative about how we do this game here. Preserve the Ruined Crab. Ensure that we're getting them. Yeah, it's not really a good Drown in the Lock target. Unfortunate, but I think we let the Crab go here. Well, we tried. We tried to bait him. Not gonna quite do it, I don't think. Oh, that doesn't count as a... Oh, whatever. That's fine. Maybe we should have had the Thought Thief down there. Now we gotta Drown the Lock. We can stop it. Is this just mono white? No, he's got blue stuff in here. Plays out an Apparition for a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Now he can pick whichever one, I don't really care. It's on 7, as long as we can get another thing in the graveyard, we're golden. Fucking Drown the Lock. Interesting. It's all been exile effects too, which I think we're okay with. And we Drown in the Lock and get him for 4 here? I think we might. Excuse me, 3. My bad. Looks like we're transitioning to be more of a beatdown game plan. since we did not draw our end of the stories yet. Sure. Shadow the Sky probably means we need to drown in the lock. Five. Right? Doom foretold. Now with the Lurrus, I think that's okay. Needs to be Doom foretold and remove. He's tapped out. Get our other blue. And I really want to get in for 5 here. That might not be correct, but I really want to get in for 5 here. He has to play around counterspell because thank you, auto tapper. On tome. Activate Yorian. Thank you. That's what we were waiting for. Yes, please. Nice. Got another one. Needs to be blue, right? Yep. Should be blue. Actually, let's thin the deck. Make our next into the story that much better. Is the Yorian. Interesting. That's gotta happen, I suppose. But now he figures out what he's getting rid of. Probably gets rid of the casket. Question mark. We can end the story again next turn. Gives us back the crab. Takes the enforcer. Probably. Question mark. I don't know why he didn't get rid of the tome there. And no creatures in the grave for Lurrus, or Awakening, or anything, so let's see if we can get some creatures. Hey, there's some shit we can be doing here. I don't necessarily want to get blown out by, like, Dance the Mance or something. Dance with a Mance. So what we can do is play out the Ruins Crab, and play out this pathway as a blue. No one for 6. Back in for 2. Still pretend we're floating a counterspell here. Okay, the apparitions. I think I'm okay with that. Remove a Ruins Crab. Interesting. That's lethal, I think. We're gonna Heartless Act on his end step, and then get another 2/2 Spirit Token. He needs to counterspell it, or he's just dead. Oh, he's not just dead. He's just close to dead. Well, we can play out the Lurrus for draw. Question mark. Or we can Cling to Dust for draw. That's our cheapest draw here. Do you have any creatures? Just the Yorion? Should have, right? Yeah. So just the Yorion. Creature or Planeswalker.
My research has concluded.
Sweet. Now he needs to somehow wipe. Right? Yeah, he's not scrying. He's just drawing. Column Simulacrum. That's not quite good enough. He needs to have removal and question mark. He's got 3 untapped. Whoops. I think that's fine. I'm Cling to Dust for draw again. Question mark. Yeah, we got nothing in here really usable, so we'll go ahead and Cling to Dust for draw again. We got rid of all of his Yeah, get rid of all of his real scary stuff. So what do we want to get rid of then? Just want to draw a card, really. Don't care about shrinking his lot or his graveyard. Thought Thief. Sick. Okie dokie. I get blown out by anything stupid. Okie dokie. There we go. Got him. Is that 6 or 7? It might be 7. Boneyard Lurker. Oh, that's 7. Hooray! We did 7 wins! So, yeah. I like this new rogue adaptation. That's, results-oriented thinking, I suppose. This is probably variant, and our next run probably isn't going to go as hot, but hey, we did it, and it feels real good. So, let's see what we got. 1,000 gold and 3 rares! 3 rares! We got the upgrade! Such a high roll. We're high rolling everything today. Bayline Sovereign, Cat Tribal, Double Vision, Garrick's Harbinger, Hexproof from Black. That one's not bad. Sweet. We made some gold. We got some cards. And I feel real good about it. So, I'm going to go pee because I've got to pee, like, again. And then I'll be back in a little bit. I think I want to vacuum or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So, stay in shape, guys. Keep doing you. And have yourselves a freaking fantastic day. I'll see you around. Adios.